Hello, Hogziller here again, and in today's video I am going to cover the Escape to the Past scenario for the Festival DLC for Tropico 6. This will be an informal look with my tips, tricks, and guide to completing this mission. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have a question, leave a comment below so I can get back to you. And please consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and get started here. So the purpose of this scenario is that you have basically traveled to the past, but boring is still going to be prevalent on the islands. There's actually going to be a lot of boring everywhere, but we're only going to care about certain amounts of boring. It's a short mission. It's right around that 13, 14 minutes time. But there's a lot of stuff going on, so I'll probably be doing a lot of pausing and explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing. So actually, let's go ahead and get started on this scenario here so I can give my tips and tricks. So we're just waiting for it to load here. This is taken from a speed run, so I'm trying to do everything as quickly as possible. So what I'm trying to do here is first build up some profit for the island. I'm maxing out my coconuts, maxing out my teamsters, getting maximum people, get a construction upgraded, build the shipyard, max out the library, max out all the industry, lumber mill. So now I'm going to build the festival grounds. Also do the party blimps and get the concert stage built. So you start out with a lot of money, so go ahead and just go to town on building stuff. Build a couple more logging camps just because you're going to need the logs for fireworks. You're going to need them for ships. Just having a little trouble with the road there for some reason. But the key is actually at the top of the screen. At the top of the screen there where it says 20%. You don't want the boring to get to 100%. So like in easy difficulty, it's very hard to do. In the hard difficulty, yeah, you can skirt the edges of 100%. But we're just going to keep going here. The key is running festivals more in hard difficulty to avoid getting to 100%. I'll also leave the links below to the each difficulty level so you can see what I did. I also built there a hospital and 2 rubbers. I built the hospital because later you are going to have to issue the nuclear testing edict. It's not even optional. I also built another construction area so that I have more people to help build stuff. The rubber is going to be for the balloons, and it's going to be for the vehicle factory we're going to build later. I'm actually going to build import coal so that my power plant can actually generate power out of the gate. Later on, when you build the coal power plant or the coal mines, you don't need that import coal then. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and start building parks, 2x2 parks. So you're obviously going to see where I'm going to be roughly building stuff later based on where I'm building parks. You're going to see that I'm going to build stuff on Island 2, Island 3, and Island 6. And I just call them based on where they are. So the one on the far left is 1, the middle is 2, the far right is 3. Then at the bottom there's 3 islands, so that's 4, 5, 6. So I just go ahead and I'm going to be building on 2, 3, and 6 for sure. So I'll actually cover it when we actually start building. And then this park I build on 5. It's just so I'm not wasting a festival by not trying to suppress boring. Get my boring percent down. I'm just a little worried there. I might have put that park a little too much in the middle. And I won't suppress any boring. But by the time the festival starts, these circles will have actually gotten bigger. So now I'm just waiting a little bit here so I can start the festivals. I might have made a minor mistake right there by having 2 festivals at the same park. Here I'm just moving my festival grounds to take care of those borings.
Living the dream. The Tropican dream.
Number 421. Ah, Presidente. So sorry to keep you waiting.
I just need to start all the festivals here. Just go ahead and extend my range of my power plant by building a power substation. I just built a grocery. Kind of debatable if I want to do that or not. If they're farther away, I'd probably definitely want to do that.
Strongest arms in the race of arms.
Now I'm just going in and I'm building for the future a little bit. Get the research lab built. Just go ahead and get your employee and penal edicts started. I'm doing cultural diversity to increase my immigration. I know in the hard difficulty, I will actually build a pirate cove right away and do a many people raid. So now what I'm going to start thinking of doing here is I want to start building on Island 6 my mining stuff, the coal and iron. Just build my roads up to the Tropico or Teamster ports.
I have something.
Are you searching for the answers to it would seem our partying?
So there, I've completed all those requirements. Now they want me to do a vehicle factory. We're going to mess around here a little more, actually, and set up the infrastructure by building a house, by building the residential infrastructure with entertainment in the form of a tavern, and also a chapel. This way, people don't try and go back to the main island to fulfill those needs while resting. They stay close, which means more time for mining. So I'm just going to go ahead and build another Teamster port here so that everything's a little closer. So now what I want to do is build my steel and build my vehicle factory, I believe is the next thing. And cars bring in a lot of money, so I definitely want to get vehicle factory going. So on Island 3, I'm going to build my gold mines, since you're going to need gold. I was just a little worried that that park would be in the way. And it wasn't. And I'm going to want to build the residential infrastructure here. Same deal as before. Get your Teamsters in there. Get your housing. Get your tavern. You could build bigger stuff, I guess, if you wanted to. And build your chapel. Here you want to build an electric substation. Just because the power doesn't reach out that far. do your nuclear testing. It's a requirement. You gotta do it no matter what. So you might as well take the free money and start using them immediately. On Island 2, we're going to want to get our uranium. There's only one spot of uranium, and it's in this cove on Island 2. Get rid of that park. We're going to need to rebuild it later, maybe. And get 4 uraniums, because there's going to be a requirement to like build or produce like 1,000 uranium. So once again, we'll set up our Teamsters, our residential infrastructure. So we'll do our convaleto, we'll do our chapel, we'll do our we'll do a clinic over here, and a tavern. So we build our road out to the Teamster port so we can export the stuff. I just go ahead and I'm adding a clinic to each of these other islands so that people don't have to travel for health care. So now I'm just making sure my mines have a max budget and have the profit protocol work mode. I'm also making sure that power drilling is enabled once I'm sure that I have built a substation that covers all the mines, because if you set power drilling and then don't have a substation or power plant nearby, then they won't do anything. We'll go ahead and get the jewelry set up, since that'll be a requirement later to take the gold and turn it into jewelry. We'll get our space program going. We're going to need a space program. It's a requirement. It's non-optional. We have all our Teamsters. Oh, we're kind of out of money right now. Uranium brings in a lot of money also, so that's why I build 4 of them. Now I have the money in. I can do the Teamsters. And really what you're trying to do is build a reactor core right now to go back to the future. So what I'm trying to do now is just make sure everything's on a max budget. And I'm just waiting for the space program to be built. And you're also going to need the nuclear program. Another requirement, non-optional. All I do is I build these and then pause them so that they don't take up any budget, but you have them. All they require you is to have them. So now what I'm looking to do here is, do I need another power plant? You're going to be required, I believe, to build a nuclear power plant. So we're just going to go ahead and build, should be any minute here now, where I build a nuclear power plant. But right now I notice I'm short on employees, so I'm going to go ahead and hire foreign workers to supplement that instead of waiting for people to immigrate to the island. Like I mentioned before, on the hard difficulty, I actually complete this by using Pirate Cove. So I'm just going ahead, I'm just hiring foreign workers. The next time the ship comes in, you'll use these foreign workers. And I should see a massive influx of people to the island, as I don't want to wait around. So now I'm starting to see that I'm kind of near to the end here. So I need to build the nuclear program and a nuclear power plant here. I ship. There goes the nuclear program. Serves no purpose except that it just needs to get built. And then I need to build the nuclear plant. Serves no purpose except that it needs to get built. So now it's just a little bit of waiting around here. We need to produce 1,250 jewelry, which you see are completing right now. So I'm just needing to build this nuclear power plant, and then there's going to be a uranium requirement. So let's go ahead and get that built. There's an optional quest. It's optional, so I skip it. Now I'm making sure that I can go ahead and get that nuclear power plant built, and then meet the, I forgot what the number is of a uranium you're going to need to produce. One thing I noticed in this video I didn't do, but what you could do better than me is actually move your festival grounds, get your festival grounds set up, and move your festival grounds over to buy this uranium area here. Set it up somewhere with road connection here, and make sure you have the Festival of Hard Work, because then that way the you'll see that it's like running at 166% efficiency. It will actually run at like 300% efficiency, and you could actually complete this even quicker. I didn't realize that until like a couple of days later. I was just thinking, I'm like, why didn't I just put the festival grounds, move it up there, and then run a festival that covers those 4 mines, and you would get your uranium even quicker. So it's 1500 you need. So we'll just let this play out now. Another optional request that would suppress or stop boredom from expanding. So you can see you're getting it pretty quick already, but it would even be quicker at 300% efficiency. So just waiting here for the uranium, and that will actually then complete. So you get the uranium, and you win. Victory. So that is how I complete Escape to the Past scenario for the Festival DLC for Tropico 6. If you like these kind of videos, press that thumbs up button. If you have a question, leave it below and I'll get back to you. And please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.